This is a film that could have worked. It almost worked, except for one fatal flaw. One fatal flaw. Those who don't know, I am talking about the highly anticipated 2016, should have been a runaway blockbuster hit, sci-fi spec film starring Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, who were both at the time at the height of their careers, both coming off huge franchises, both absolute Hollywood heartthrobs at the time. There's been a recent change in light for a lot of people for Chris Pratt. Very valid, given some of his religious leanings. That's a story for another day. But at this time, J-Law ruled the world. She was the highest paid actress in the world. 2016 was her year. And this film almost was another jewel to put in both of their crowns. But the fatal flaw this film made was they took away Aurora's agency. Audiences do not like when characters do not have their own agency. This film would have worked if they both would have just accidentally woken up. If they both would have accidentally just woken up, and then it becomes two people stranded by the cosmic unjust fates on this luxury space cruiser that's going into this, new planet that's going to be habitable. And the whole plot works. Everything about it. Like oh my gosh, I can't believe we're stranded here. This is so unfair. The love story, the two people who are cast aside. But it does not work because he, in an act of just extreme loneliness, chooses to wake her up, taking away her choice and effectively taking away her life. That is messed up, and it's not romantic. It's not loving. It is not loving to take away someone's autonomy. Even in a fictional world, audiences want for their characters to have autonomy. Even if everything in the world is against them, if the society is against them, they want the character to have the option to change their circumstance. But when the circumstance is completely in the hands of the only other living being on the ship, not the only, there was a few others, but, potato, neither here nor there, the only other living being that we spend a large time with in the story, suddenly this turns from what could have been a really heartening survivalist love story to a horror film about a man who has essentially trapped this woman who has no other option but to spend the rest of her sentient time alive in this luxurious prison. When she was planning on going to this new world, waking up from her cryogenic slumber and being a writer, changing the world, he took her entire dreams, all of her life. That's not romantic. They could have avoided all of the backlash. Just changed one little decision, but they didn't.